What is up everyone, Goblin here, and today we're looking at Wrap House Simulator, another one in a lineup of simulators popping up everywhere at the moment from a seemingly very similar template. This one does things a little bit different than others, but let's check if Wrap House Simulator is a game equivalent of a high school graduate named Tyler making your kebab, or it's maybe done by a dude called Becky who knows what they're doing. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment so my goblins don't steal all of your ice cream in the summer heat. The beginning is the same as in all of these simulators. You start out with a few ingredients, in this case lettuce, kebab meat and lavash bread, and that's kind of it. Of course, that soon spirals out of control, and if you're playing solo, it becomes hectic pretty fast, even with the help you're given in the form of staff. No cooking staff help, so you have to do that on your own. If you play with friends, things become a little bit more manageable, but solo is pretty fun when you run around making all these different things, trying to get the orders right. It helps that you can prepare some of the things ahead of time. Before opening, you can chop lettuce, tomato and so on, pre-warm some lavash and set it on the table so you have them ready for assembly, and of course cook the kebab meat and stock up on supplies. It's important to note, time doesn't start running until you press the open sign, so you can take your time preparing for the day. After the day is over, you can put most of the ingredients except for cooked food away in the freezer or a fridge and keep using them until you run out or forget to store them. If so, your ingredients will be lost, but the game itself is very generous with money, or so I felt. I never for a second had a feeling I'm running low on funds. Actually, if you feel lucky, you can play some blackjack and earn money that way, or lose it. I once earned $500 playing blackjack only, so I was able to upgrade some of the equipment, which is pretty banged up from the beginning and not looking too great. As you upgrade your restaurant though, you see visible changes, from your appliances looking pristine to nicer chairs and tables for people to sit down at. And the people are plenty. You can decide whether to serve them or send them on their way, so you can kind of decide the flow and the speed you need to work at. Get the order correct and in good time, and a tip will be waiting for you. Get it wrong and the person will straight up leave. Sometimes though, you'll get the order right and they'll pretend it wasn't. More on that in the bug section of the review. Soon though, it won't be just lettuce and meat, it will be different meats, skewered meat, chicken, beef, as well as other goodies such as drinks, soups, falafel and fries. And some of those can be either served separately or put into the wrap, so you'll have to be careful while reading the order off the screen. Staff is actually pretty cheap and effective at their job, and you can get upgrades to lower their salaries and make them work faster. There's also a slider for their workload, and lower workload means lower pay, so you can optimize based on the size of your little shop. The gameplay loop is pretty satisfying and offers a lot of hours and fun, and you'll be happy to hear your customers being ecstatic after receiving the correct order. Except for the daddy likey one, that one's just creepy. All of this sounds fun, but some things aren't so great. Bugs. It's the bugs. I made a special section for bugs because some of them are really annoying, and the first place for that goes to wrong order, even though it's the correct one. You see, if you pick up the wrap with the right mouse button and press WASD to move, you'll write on the wrap instead to give it a label, but in doing so, the order will be recognized as wrong, even though you put the correct ingredients in the wrap. So if you do that, the best thing is to unwrap the thing and wrap it again, otherwise the game will not be very happy with you. Or just pick up the wrap with the left mouse button, then you don't have that problem. This is very annoying and can lose you a lot of money in one day. Second, sometimes I finish up the wrap only for it to disappear. completely, and then reappear after I already made another wrap because a ghost took the previous one. Again, this loses you money and you won't be happy when that happens. Hopefully that's fixed soon too. Last but not least, sometimes you'll wrap wrap and no prompt or visual will be given, and you won't know if you're wrapping or not. You are, just wait, but it feels very weird and not fun at all. Music and sound are both decent. The developers are Turkish, so they decided to go an authentic route. The music does repeat a bit and can drive you a bit crazy after a while even with changing the station, but overall you won't mind it. Sounds are very good and some of them will let you know when the food is done and you need to take it off the grill so it doesn't burn. The sounds are what you'd expect from a kebab place and do fit the environment very well, so they did good in that department. I wish there were maybe more tracks or ways to import your own tracks into the game, because the 4 or so that are available do become pretty tiresome the more you play. Okay, so I've seen some complaints about the game using AI and I went in and checked it. All I saw was some pictures in ambient which resemble what AI does, but nothing egregious. There's no AI slop in the game, and those photos I mentioned are just some humorous addition many people won't even notice. I know, why not pay an artist to do those things? Well, sometimes the game development can go over budget and you can't afford it. I don't condone games made solely with AI or a game with obvious uses of AI, but Wrap House Simulator doesn't seem to be one of those games. There is a slight use of AI, yes, but nothing game-breaking like Bellwright's all AI voice acting. So what's the verdict on yet another in a long line of simulators? Is it worth your time and money? In my opinion, this one, yes. The progression system is good enough to not leave you wanting and grinding too much, the atmosphere is great, and there's a certain charm to this game. Usually these kind of simulators are just reskins with different name and very little added to them, but this one tries to do something different, and while there are of course certain similarities with other simulator games, it's different enough to be worth a try. And if you're not sure, there's a demo on Steam so you can try it out for yourself. Okay, that was Wrap House Simulator review. What do you think of the game? Would you buy it? Do you have it or have you tried it? Let me know. Until next time, have a great one and don't melt under the summer sun. Unless you live in Australia. Goblin out. Bye!